So we'll be making a pretty big journey today, stopping at a couple of wonderful states that in one case had some big problems, and we got that straightened out. I've just approved an emergency declaration for Iowa, who had an incredible windstorm like probably they've never seen before. It really did a lot of damage. So I've informed the governor, I've informed Senator Grassley and Senator Joni Ernst. So I've approved the declaration, emergency declaration for Iowa. And we are heading now to a combination of different places. We may do a surprise visit. We'll make it, I'll say this, a surprise visit to Iowa. If we can get it in, we're going to do that. But the very important thing is that we approved the emergency declaration for Iowa, so they're in good shape. They're working as we speak. Also, FEMA is in Iowa now, full force, and helping them greatly. Okay?
Oleandrin, the potential therapy for coronavirus, is that something you're pressing the FDA to approve?
You'd have to say it.
Oleandrin, have you heard of that as a possible therapy for coronavirus?
I've heard of it, yes. Go ahead.
Have you pressed the FDA to
No,
approve it?
I haven't.
Is it something you would support?
Is it something that people are talking about very strongly? We'll look at it. We're looking at a lot of different things. I will say the FDA has been great. They are very close. We're very close to a vaccine, very close to a therapeutic. I've heard that. They mentioned go find out. I can get back to you later. Okay? It's possible. We're trying to work it into the schedule. I want to see the people. I love the people of Iowa. They've been very loyal. And the big thing was getting the declaration signed. But I'll be going very soon and maybe today. Steve?
Back in the Belarus situation.
Yeah, it's terrible. That's a terrible situation, Belarus. We'll be following it very closely. We'll be following it. Yeah. No, I haven't heard about that.
Have you ever come back for classes? Would you consider a waiver for Brazilian students to come back to classes?
We're going to look at that. We've been asked that question. Brazilian students coming back in. We're looking at it very closely.
Travel ban for Russia or India?
We're looking at the Brazilian situation. We'll take care of all of them. Okay? So we'll see you in a little while. Yeah, Steve.
While the Democrats are holding their convention, what's your goal?
Well, we're going to be stopping at a number of places. We'll be working very hard. It doesn't have to be covered, but it probably will be. But we're going to be working very hard, stopping at various states. You have a list of the states, pretty comprehensive. We're going to be working very hard. We have to. We're getting down to final crunch. We want to be there. As an example, Iowa just came up. We're doing well in Iowa. It just came up. I want to be with the people of Iowa, so we add that to the schedule. Probably on Friday. We're looking at Friday. And we may do just a small service right here in the White House for my brother. We're looking at doing that. That would be, I think, a great honor to him. I think he'd be greatly honored. He loves our country. He loved our country so much. He was so proud of what we were doing and what we are doing for our country. So I think it would be appropriate. So we'll have probably on Friday afternoon a small service in honor of my brother Robert.
Any updates on stimulus for the coronavirus? Anything?
No, I think that Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer should get back into Washington and they should approve stimulus for the people. We should give some of this was China's fault. It wasn't their fault. And we'd like to see payment going to the people, maybe PPE, but we want payment going to the people. We'll take care of the post office. We want to make sure that the post office runs properly, and it hasn't run properly for many years, for probably 50 years. It's run very badly. So we want to make sure that the post office runs properly and doesn't lose billions of dollars. Somebody said it lost $78 billion over a relatively short period of time. That's over years. $78 billion, so you can't have that. No, we will work with them, but we want money to go to the people that need it, and they don't want to do that. They just want to take care of the bailout money. They want bailout money to go to their friends that are doing a bad job running Democrat states. You have states that are losing a lot of money. They've been poorly run by Democrats for many years, and that's all they want to talk about is bailing out those states. That's unfair to the rest of the country.
Are you worried the cutbacks on service are going to affect? Are you worried about cutbacks in service affecting people getting medication and prescriptions?
No, the post office is running very well. The post office, now look, if you look at the post office, for years that's all people complained about. We're going to run it well, and we're going to not lose so much money. One of the things the post office loses so much money on is delivering packages for Amazon and these others. Every time they deliver a package, they probably lose $3 or $4. That's not good. They have to raise those prices. Okay, not for the people to pay, but for Amazon and those companies to pay. Thank you very much.
On mail-in ballots, why are you opposed to mail-in ballots when they cannot be taxed by foreign interest or records?
Absentee ballots are great. You request a ballot, you can't be, I signed an absentee ballot. Absentee ballots are great. They work, they've been proven, they're good like in Florida. But this universal mail-in is a very dangerous thing. It's fraught with fraud and every other thing that can happen. And we have to be very, very careful. We have a very big election coming up. I think we're going to do very well. And I want to make sure the election is not stolen. And so does everybody else. And I'm sure both sides feel that way. So we have to be very careful with this universal mail-in ballot. Absentee ballots are great. They've worked for a long time. And I totally endorse absentee ballots. Thank you very much, everybody.
Have you ever encouraged the Postmaster General, a big donor to you, to slow the mail?
No, not at all. Wouldn't do that. No, I have encouraged everybody, speed up the mail, not slow the mail. And I also want to have a post office that runs without losing billions and billions of dollars a year, as it has been doing for 50 years. Thank you. Thank you.
Joe Biden, 47 years in Washington, 47 years of failure, skyrocketing healthcare and drug prices, higher taxes on working families, disastrous trade deals, jobs shipped to China and Mexico, total failure. Now Biden's embraced the failed policies of the radical left, the biggest tax increase ever, massive job-killing regulations, amnesty for illegal immigrants. After 47 years of failure, we've had more than enough.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Commander-in-Chief. It's more than just a job. Since taking office, President Donald Trump has rebuilt our military, repaired a broken VA, and eliminated Soleimani, al-Baghdadi, ISIS, the world's deadliest terrorists brought to justice. Today, America is safer and stronger than ever. Because to President Trump, it's more than just a job. It's a sworn duty to keep America safe.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
You've outlined a world that looks pretty volatile, looks pretty dangerous. I want to get a feeling in general, in your lifetime, is this a uniquely fraught, dangerous moment? And if so, what concerns you the most of it? The double barrel, in all the things we're looking at, Iran, China, North Korea, Venezuela, what worries you the most? And I think the double barrel to this is you've cared so much about soft power in your life. You were the Secretary of State. What's the status of our soft power in the world, and what role does it play in this dangerous landscape?
Well, you're right. That is a double-barreled question. I worry a lot about the spread of nuclear weapons, other dangerous weapons like biological or chemical weapons, of course. But I remain singularly focused on the spread of nuclear weapons. I would like to see a renewal of negotiation with Russia. The New START treaty that, my dear friend and a great patron of the Atlantic Council, Ellen Tauscher, negotiated while she was at the State Department. It is set to expire. I would like to see it renewed. I would like to see there be ongoing dialogue with the Russians over their nuclear weapons program, which appears to have moved into tactical nukes and other kinds of experimental weaponry. I would like to see enormous pressure put on China to join arms control discussions. I think that the Obama administration, in our first term, we tried to set a plate for nuclear strategic summitry. We had several meetings bringing together the countries with known nuclear weapons programs and those that had an interest in trying to